Platypus, a small egg-laying mammal that attempts to mate frequently but spends most of its time alone. Man, an adult male human. Platypus Man, an adult male human that attempts to mate frequently but spends most of its time alone.
Brought to you by Folgers Crystals, the best part of waking up. And by Wrigley Spearmint Gum. When you can't smoke, it's pure chewing satisfaction.
Hello? Platypus Man will be right back.
I smoke, but at work it's not allowed. So I employ my own plan, Wrigley Spearmint Gums. That cool, clean taste makes me a success with all my coworkers. So when I can't smoke, I share some pure chewing satisfaction.
Another reason to switch from freeze-dried coffee to dark, rich Folgers Crystals. Folgers looks and smells more like ground roast. It's fresh brewed coffee made into crystals. Folgers Crystals. See the difference in an instant. Here's another reason to switch from freeze-dried to dark, rich Folgers Crystals. Folgers looks and smells more like ground roast coffee. Folgers Crystals. Smell the difference in an instant.
When you call collect, you're asking a favor. You're spending their dough. Hey, it's your family, your friends. So do them a favor and make sure they pay less. How? Know the code. 1-800-CALL-ATT. You'll always get AT&T, and it always costs less than 1-800-COLLECT. Dial it every time you make a collect call. After all, it's how you'd want them to call you.
Want a price that's always lower than 1-800-COLLECT? Know the code. Dial 1-800-CALLATT.
Your true voice.
Did you eat something you didn't want for breakfast?
No, did I?
Cheerios has added salt.
Salt?
Toasted oatmeal honey nut has added fat.
They add fat?
Healthy Choice has added sugar.
As in sugar.
But Nabisco shredded wheat has no added salt, fat, or sugar. It's 100% whole grain wheat with a delicious toasted wheat simple taste. How does that sound?
It sounds great.
Nabisco shredded wheat. It's just naturally good.
I smoke, but at many fast food restaurants, it's not on the menu. So I've got an order of my own, Wrigley Spearmint Gum. It's got a cool, clean taste that everyone enjoys. So when I can't smoke, I enjoy pure chewing satisfaction.
Stay tuned for more Platypus Man.
So Mix-a-Lot is the watcher.
See what else is popping.
From his penthouse, he's got his eye on a hustler who thinks he's a playboy.
What's your story, cowboy?
I'm here trying to be a gigolo, man.
But what this gigolo doesn't know will hurt him.
I'll wait for you right here.
Then it's monkey see, monkey do, and you get a ringside view
Think I'll stay a while.
on another eye-opening episode of The Watcher.
Next Wednesday night at 9 on TV 38.
My brother Larry hates anything new. He still hasn't bought a color TV.
It's a fad.
So I hear for a limited time, Burger King's got this bacon cheddar double cheeseburger. Larry, I said, it's time to try something new. It's 2 flame broiled burgers. You already love that. It has 75% more beef than the Big Mac, topped with cheddar cheese and sizzling bacon. New, but a good thing. It comes with fries and a drink, all for $2.99. So he tries it. The next day, he's got his hair parted on the other side.
Burger King, get your burgers worth.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Gotta get some rest. Tomorrow I'm pitching the coup computer account.
Me too. We're competitors.
Sorry, pal. I hear we've got the inside track.
Well, get that rest.
I will.
His stuff will do nothing for his cough.
Vicks NyQuil, the nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, stuffy head fever so you can rest medicine.
Every year, one credit card gives you something other credit cards don't. Only the Discover card offers you Cashback Bonus Award. Cash. Over $500 million paid so far. And there's no annual fee. So carry the Discover card and improve your cash flow. It pays to Discover. Accepted wherever you see the Novus Network sign.
That's not for me, is it?
Shopping for lunch is such a joy.
Kuno, what am I, a pet?
It's a thankless job.
No, please, not that.
And everyone's got an opinion.
Aren't I allergic to that?
Fortunately, there's Lunchables lunch combinations from Oscar Mayer. Their best meats, cheeses, crackers, even a juice drink.
Thanks, Mom.
Sure to draw rave reviews from the toughest critics. Lunchables from Oscar Mayer. Lunch will never be the same.
So, next week. Stay tuned for more Platypus Man.
On the next 90210, it's the Walsh's 20th anniversary.
Think your parents would mind if we skipped the party and stayed up here all night?
But for Brenda,
Wouldn't want him dating my sister.
it's going to be a night to remember.
Brenda, will you marry me?
Go back to Beverly Hills 90210.
Tuesday night at 6 on TV 38.
Hey, just another day in paradise, right?
Not quite. Richard Grieco catches the next wave of intrigue on Marker.
Wednesday night at 8 on TV 38.
Most manufacturers show their four-wheel drives in places where, quite honestly, you'll never go.
Billy! Billy!
But for exceptional comfort and control on your next adventure, you need the driver control system found only on the new Chevy Blazer. The all-new Chevy Blazer. It's nice to know it's there.
Tonight on TV 38.
A cesspool of contamination. That's what the defense calls the police probe in the Simpson murder case. We'll have the latest. Remembering a hero, a Stoughton firefighter pays the ultimate price for saving lives. Tonight, his colleagues pay tribute. And Bill Clinton visits Boston tomorrow. We'll revisit some past campaign supporters. I'm Uma Pemaraj. You watch News4 at 10 here on TV 38.
So Mix-a-Lot is the Watcher.
See what I'm trying to be a gigolo, man.
But what this gigolo doesn't know will hurt him.
I'll wait for you right here.
Then it's monkey see, monkey do, and you get a ringside view.
Think I'll stay a while.
On another eye-opening episode of The Watcher.
Next Wednesday night at 9 on TV 38.
That's why tonight I'm going
To catch the hottest bodies on television, just remember 2 words. Close.
Tease me!
Okay, if you really want to get to know the beautiful people, you got to read their diary.
What a low-down, despicable thing to do.
I totally agree.
Me too. Way to go, big guy.
And if at first you don't succeed, try again.
Man, I feel so violated.
Hog the remote for Pigsty. Coming up next on UPN.
Brought to you by AT&T. We help put your world within reach. And by Alka-Seltzer. You'll feel better fast with Alka-Seltzer.
Everybody hates to eat one. We'd rather take it slow. But the way this life is going, gotta grab your food and go. And when all that running round catches up with you at last, get yourself some Alka-Seltzer and you'll feel better fast.
For acid indigestion or heartburn with headache, nothing makes you feel better faster than Alka-Seltzer.
Get yourself some Alka-Seltzer and you'll feel better fast.
AT&T, this is Matt.
AT&T, True USA Savings.
Yes, sir.
Bottom line it for me.
Just make $25 in calls a month and we'll subtract 20% off your AT&T bill.
Yeah, but 20% off calls to who?
To anybody.
Anybody, or just certain anybody?
Yeah, absolutely anybody in the U.S. It's our best program
What
ever.
about Martians?
Calls to people on Mars?
No. Martians living in the U.S.
Oh, sure, to them too.
Really?
AT&T True USA Savings. Save 20% to anybody, anytime, anywhere.
Your true voice.
What's this?
Watch out, America.
Our Lady of Sorrows front desk.
Oh, I got hemorrhoids bad. My butt is killing me. The Jerky Boys have got your number.
Who am I talking to?
Frank Rizzo.
Rizzo? Rizzo? I don't know any Frank Rizzo. Oh.
Frank Rizzo, open your ears, jackass. Sometimes it's a good idea just to hang up.
How do you cure this? What do? Do you jag me? Do you poke at me? What do you beat these things off with a stick?
The Jerky Boys, the movie, rated R, starts February 3rd.
How fast can you begin to feel relief from a cold? Depends. How fast can you open a Hall's with vapor action? Hall's vapor action means instant action, only from the halls of medicine.
Introducing the only candy made with the refreshing tart and sweet taste of ocean spray. All natural fruit waves when you're thirsty for a great candy.
So Mix-a-Lot is the watcher.
See what else is popping.
From his penthouse, he's got his eye on a hustler who thinks he's a playboy.
What's your story, cowboy?
I'm here trying to be a gigolo, man.
But what this gigolo doesn't know will hurt him.
I'll wait for you right here.
Then it's monkey see, monkey do, and you get a ringside view.
Think I'll stay a while.
On another eye-opening episode of The Watcher.
Next Wednesday night at 9 on TV 38.
Yes, doctor. Oh, I'm getting a cold. And for my symptoms, I need a name I've counted on for years. From the makers of Advil. Advil Cold and Sinus. It's tough on colds, like Advil is on pain.
Advanced formula Advil Cold and Sinus.
New cheer with advanced color guard bleach. Whites stay white, colors stay bright.
My brother Larry hates anything new. He still hasn't bought a color TV.
It's a fad.
So I hear for a limited time, Burger King's got this bacon cheddar double cheeseburger. Larry, I said, it's time to try something new. It's 2 flame broiled burgers. You already love that. It has 75% more beef than the Big Mac, topped with cheddar cheese and sizzling bacon. New, but a good thing. It comes with fries and a drink, all for $2.99. So he tries it. The next day, he's got his hair parted on the other side.
Burger King, get your burger's worth.
AT&T, this is Matt.
AT&T True USA Savings.
Yes, sir.
Bottom line it for me.
Just make $25 in calls a month, and we'll subtract 20% off your AT&T bill.
Yeah, but 20% off calls to whom?
To anybody.
Anybody, or just certain anybody?
Yeah, absolutely anybody in the U.S. It's our best program
What
ever.
about Martians?
Calls to people on Mars?
No. Martians living in the U.S.
Oh, sure, to them, too.
Really?
AT&T True USA Savings. Save 20% to anybody, anytime, anywhere.
Your true voice.
You're having an asthma attack. Do you reach for a brand you've never heard of? Or Primatene Mist? Primatene starts to open clogged breathing passages in as fast as 15 seconds. Primatene Mist. Fastest type asthma relief without a prescription.
Tonight on TV 38.
A cesspool of contamination. That's what the defense calls the police probe in the Simpson murder case. We'll have the latest. Remembering a hero, a Stoughton firefighter pays the ultimate price for saving lives. Tonight, his colleagues pay tribute. And Bill Clinton visits Boston tomorrow. We'll revisit some past campaign supporters. I'm Uma Pemaraj. You watch News 4 at 10 here on TV 38.
How would it feel to reach so high, to move with such agility? To fly like an eagle, or to feel the height of emotion? This is basketball, and we've got you covered with the Boston Celtics and the Boston College Eagles. Get into the game with TV 38 Sports.
can't believe she wants to leave me.
Next time on Cheers.
Lilith had an affair. I had no idea.
The doc just got the bad news.
Yes, Fraser, I'm off to live in the eco-pod.
Now, some guys can deal with rejection.
I swear to God, I'm gonna jump!
Unfortunately, that's not the case here.
I can't lie to you, Fraser. It's over.
Is Fraser on the edge? Next time on Cheers.
Join the gang Tuesday night at 7 on TV 38.
Sir Mix-a-Lot is the watcher.
See what else is popping.
From his penthouse, he's got his eye on a hustler who thinks he's a playboy.
What's your story, cowboy?
I'm here trying to be a gigolo, man.
But what this gigolo doesn't know will hurt him.
I'll wait for you right here.
Then, it's monkey see, monkey do, and you get a ringside view.
Think I'll stay a while.
On another eye-opening episode of The Watcher.
Next Wednesday night at 9 on TV 38.
You're watching WBZ News4 on TV 38. Coming up next on WBZ News4.
A stunning day of setbacks for the defense in the O.J. Simpson trial. We'll have the latest from L.A.
A tough loss. Taunton firefighters marked the spot where a brother-in-arms lost his life this weekend.
Also, caught in the act, home video apparently showing a state contractor illegally dumping dirt from a harbor cleanup project.
Now, Randy Price, Uma Pimaraju, Bruce Schwegler, Bob Lobel. Now, live, this is WBZ News 4.
Good evening, everyone. More strange twists and turns in the O.J. Simpson case today as opening statements finally resumed after several delays.
In a highly unusual ruling, the judge will allow the prosecution 10 minutes more for another shot at opening statements. That'll come tomorrow. That was only one of today's key developments. The day began like the others in the trial, O.J. Simpson leaving the Los Angeles County Jail in a special van. But once the proceedings began, they took an unusual turn. Reporter Linda Joyce brings us the latest from Los Angeles.
Well, Randy, prosecutors did not get the delay they were after, but they did get a chance to readdress the jurors in some more opening statements. The judge ruled that the defense violated California laws regulating the sharing of information.
This tape of O.J. Simpson's exercise video will be introduced by the prosecution to illustrate Simpson's ability to maneuver when they readdress the jury. During defense opening statements, the judge allowed Simpson to demonstrate his limited mobility because of what Johnny Cochran called his chronic arthritis and bad knees following 4 surgeries. Prosecutors told the judge they had no reports from the defense about Simpson's illness. There are 2 other areas prosecutors will be allowed to talk about when they give a second round of opening statements Tuesday morning, in what legal analysts and the judge himself refer to as unprecedented.
All right, and Ms. Clark, I'm going to give you a 10-minute time limit on that.
Earlier Monday, Cochran finished his opening remarks by referring to the prosecution's evidence as a cesspool of contamination. He charged the police department bungled the collection of samples, and he accused authorities of leaking information about some socks found in Simpson's bedroom that had Nicole Simpson's blood on them.
No DNA test had yet been performed, so they had predicted the results before the socks had ever been tested for DNA. They were still, in fact, at the LAPD lab.
Cochran also took issue with the prosecution's timeline. During her opening statements, Marcia Clark went into great detail to illustrate how no one other than Simpson could have committed the crimes. Cochran told jurors it would have been impossible.
You'd have to be Superman or woman to commit these crimes under these circumstances, kill 2 people with 1 knife in this time frame, in this little space, have no marks on you and no great amount of blood or whatever. I mean, I think it's going to be impossible. And I think that that's what makes this, among other things which I tried to show today, a reasonable doubt case.
So, Randy, here's where the trial stands. Tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Pacific time, prosecutors will go back into that court and make their second round of opening remarks to the jury, and then it's likely they will begin calling their witnesses right after that. Reporting from Los Angeles, I'm Linda Joyce. Randy, back to you in Boston.
Linda, as far as all of you observers outside the courtroom there, what was the feeling about the setback for the defense and the delay in opening statements, and also the restrictions they had to deal with today?
Well, I think it was expected. I think that the defense, as the judge even ruled, was calculated when they talked about many of these witnesses that they had not alerted the prosecution they were going to talk about. And they gambled. They took a risk, but we don't know at this point if the risk is going to pay off. So they were damaged a little. In the long run, many legal analysts say it will mean very little.
Linda Joyce in Los Angeles, thank you. And I talked with WBZ's legal analyst, Alice Richmond, tonight about Johnny Cochran's strategy of using that very long opening statement.
One is reminded of that line, you know, I'm sorry for such a long letter. I didn't have time to write a short one. I think this is really, I can't imagine that the jurors are still paying attention. I mean, I suspect the jurors are not going to remember what he said at the beginning or even at the middle at this juncture. But I guess I think that it was a bad tactic because he seems today to be quite flat. I think everybody, including that jury, or most particularly that jury, wants this case to get going. They want to hear somebody other than the lawyers and the judges talk.
Again, here's what's expected to happen tomorrow in the O.J. Simpson trial. The prosecution will get 10 minutes to revisit its first opening statement addressing defense transgressions. The prosecution will also show the jury 4 minutes of outtakes from a Simpson exercise video made a week before the murders. And barring any other last-minute developments, the prosecution may begin calling witnesses. And a reminder, News4 will provide continuing coverage of the Simpson case. When courtroom events warrant, we'll bring you them live, and we'll have complete coverage on News4 on WBZ-TV. In other news tonight, a Cambridge teenager is in jail, charged in the death of a childhood friend. Prosecutors blame it all on a deadly game of Russian roulette. 17-year-old Mark Mendoza was in court today, charged with shooting 18-year-old Michael Vieira in the chest. Police say Mendoza brought his father's loaded gun to a friend's house and that the teen spun the cylinder and pulled the trigger while pointing a gun at each other. A Holyoke man accused of trying to snatch a 4-year-old away from her mother is undergoing psychiatric observation tonight. Police say 22-year-old Mark Klimick tried to kidnap the girl at this Friendly's restaurant in Holyoke, but restaurant patrons stopped Klimick in the store parking lot. They kept Klimick cornered until police arrived.
Taunton's fire chief is taking action now following a tragedy this weekend. 5-year-old Enrique Padua died Sunday when flames swept through his family's house. Authorities believe the boy had been playing with matches at the time. A nearby firehouse was empty when the call came in, empty due to budget cuts. But now Taunton's fire chief says he's going to speed up the hiring of 15 new firefighters to be added to the fire department staff. In Stoughton, firefighters are preparing to bid farewell to one of their own. Victor Melende might have said it was just his job that he was doing. But as WBZ's Walt Sanders tells us tonight, Melende's friends, his family, fellow firefighters are honoring a hero.
There were floral and candle remembrances on the porch of the rooming house where Stoughton firefighter Victor Melende died last Saturday. The veteran firefighter was trapped by flames on the 3rd floor of the house while looking for residents. They all made it out. Melende, a father of 3, did not. At the Stoughton Fire Station, a fire engine on loan from Canton was being prepared for Melende's funeral.
Our brothers from the city of Boston were generous enough to come out here and lend us this apparatus that will hold the casket and the stairs to get the casket up and down.
Hundreds lined up in the cold outside the Farley Funeral Home where the veteran Stoughton firefighter was waiting.
Chief, I understand that you and firefighter Melende came onto the department at about the same time.
Yes, our appointment date was the same time. And firefighter Melende was a firefighter's firefighter. He was an excellent worker. He was dedicated. He loved his job. He did it very, very well. And this is the loss is beyond words.
Tomorrow, hundreds of firefighters will gather at the Immaculate Conception Church to say farewell to their fallen comrade, and each in his or her own way will probably say thanks to firefighter Victor Melende,
for a job well done. In Stoughton, Walt Sanders, WBZ News 4.
Melindy served as a fireman for 23 years. His funeral mass begins at 10 o'clock tomorrow at the Immaculate Conception Church in Stoughton.
Still ahead on News 4, 2 years ago, Bill Clinton was a winner in New Hampshire. What's his standing there now? Or what can he expect in 1996?
Also, a major victory for veterans groups protesting an exhibit of the plane that dropped the atomic bomb on Japan.
So Mix-a-Lot is the watcher.
See what else is popping.
From his penthouse, he's got his eye on a hustler who thinks he's a playboy.
What's your story, cowboy?
I'm here trying to be a gigolo, man.
But what this gigolo doesn't know will hurt him.
I'll wait for you right here.
Then, it's monkey see, monkey do, and you get a ringside view.
Think I'll stay a while.
On another eye-opening episode of The Watcher.
Next Wednesday night at 9 on TV 38.